Hi everyone, welcome back to episode 67 of Annijuuti Knits. Hi friends, welcome back or welcome to my channel Annijuuti Knits. My name is Annina and I come to you from the west coast of Finland, where I live with my family, my two little boys and my husband. And this is a channel where I share all about my designs and everything that I work on. So welcome! Today's episode, the first things first, we have yet again a new pattern release. And this is a pattern release that a lot of people have been waiting for. And I have finally finished mine. So today is the day when the Zigzag Zen blanket is out for grabs, and it is this one. It's a little bit hard to show here. I'll pop a picture. This blanket is now available in my Ravelry shop, and it is currently 10% off using the code ZEN10. So I'll pop it here and you can have a look. I will also link everything that I talk about down in the description box below. So feel free to find the links there. And yeah, the big day has arrived, and I'll actually put the little video clip reel that I did last week, and it has got so much attention that I'll just pop it here for you to see as well. Yeah, my ultimate comfort knit joy project ended up creating a lot of buzz around this knit, and this was originally not intended to be a pattern. I've talked about this in my previous and I think in the last couple of episodes, and the Zigzag Zen started as a project when I didn't have a bandwidth to do anything. I was tired, I was overworked, and everything felt like it was falling on me, and I started this comfort project. I had a similar construction blanket going on, not quite the same, and ever since I started that, I had a vision that I wanted to build a blanket from corner to corner, so you can decide the size as you go. You can make it a square, you can make it a rectangle, you can make it a lap blanket, you can make it a little teeny tiny baby blanket for like a car seat or a stroller, or even for a pet, or you can make a queen size bedspread if you will, if you want to do that. So this is a blanket pattern. It's actually more like a recipe for a blanket of your dreams. And you can make a scrappy blanket, you can use advent yarn like I did. You can do whatever you want. You can use a base color, or you can use all kinds of colors. You can do 4 different colors. The world is your oyster. So my inspiration was my a 2023 CamijoKnit advent calendar that was kindly gifted to me last Christmas time. My friend Camilla is a talented yarn dyer, and she curated this beautiful collection of colors. And my blanket is the smaller size that is explained in the pattern. So there's 2 sizes calculated with the yardages and grams you need to make this blanket. I used fingering weight held double, and for the first colors, I used the same color for both strands because I had enough to do so. So these first ones, the same color is held twice. It's very gloomy today. I hope that we get enough light from the window. So the couple of first ones are one color held together, but as the blanket gets bigger, 120 gram mini is not enough for a whole stripe. So what I did, I held something else with my advent yarn. So I had all kinds of leftovers, and I have held each stripe with one of the advent yarns at least. Some of them I'm holding two of them, like in this one, in this purpley stripe, I have this blue and this purple, and I had some leftover even though I held it double, and I used them both here in this stripe. So I've been utilizing the whole advent, or not actually even the whole advent, because I opted for these more pastel-y, softer colors. So I left out all the very dark and rich colors. So yeah, this is the blanket. It's done. It's beautiful. It's squishy, and now it's available for you to purchase. So the discount is valid until Sunday. What's the date then? Wait, no, not Sunday. I was thinking Monday, 13, 14, 15. Is it the 15th? So the early bird discount, 10% off, it is valid until Monday 15th, if I did my math correctly, but until Monday, the end of the day, Finnish time. So if you are watching this video before that, you can grab the pattern with that discount. And if you are interested in getting better discounts of my patterns, you should subscribe to my newsletter. It's linked down below, and I always have exclusive discounts for my newsletter subscribers, and I also announce my test calls there. So if you are interested in hearing about my test knits and getting the best discounts, you should definitely sign up to my newsletter. So Zigzag Zen, it is now up for grabs, and I love mine, and I hope you love to make yours as well. So that was the first admin. I forgot to say, you can find me on Instagram as Annijuuti Knits and on Ravelry as Annijuuti, and also those are linked down in the description. If you are interested in contacting me, you can also send me an email at annijuutiknits@gmail.com. But if you want to get hold of me the fastest way, you can either DM me on Instagram or send me an email. It sometimes takes a while for me to answer my Ravelry messages because I don't often or I don't go there every day. So there's that. Yeah, my lovely viewer asked advice about blanket making, and since we are in the topic of making blankets, I was asked how do I manage with the weight of a blanket when I work on it. And to be honest, it is rather tough on your hands. I find it easier when you are holding fingering weight double and not solid DK to worsted weight yarn. But an acrylic is a very good option to make blankets. It's not so heavy. But what I tend to do is I put the blanket on my lap, and I don't turn it around and round and round, so I don't lift the blanket. I just knit a row and turn, knit a row and turn back. So it's the same motion when I'm doing magic loop. I don't want my yarns to get all tangled and all windy. So I'll turn the other way and then I turn it back. So you don't actually need to lift the whole weight of the blanket because it gets quite heavy. But the Zigzag Zen blanket is worked in pieces. Or not in pieces, but it's a modular knit, so you knit one edge at a time. So I didn't find that too difficult to handle at any given time. I did make the smaller size, so mine is 100 centimeters to 120, no, 100, I can't remember. I'll put the size here, but it's the smaller size of the pattern. So I think it's 100 and 120. It's garter, it's very stretchy. I didn't find that problematic that it stretched a lot. I did wash my blanket after it was finished. I did chuck it in the washing machine. I spun it with 800 rounds, or I don't know how you say that, but it wasn't totally wet when I laid it out, but I handled it with care. It stretched out so much. I just made sure that my stripes are somewhat even. I didn't bother straightening every single stripe to like at the perfect shape, but yeah, I find that very lofty when you are working with 2 strands of fingering weight, but an acrylic would be a good alternative, and a lot of my testers did use acrylic as well, and that works fine in blankets, and it's easier to gift and to take care of. So that's that. So yeah, my advice would be that don't lift the whole blanket, but to work each row and just turn whatever you can without lifting the whole weight of the blanket. I will put a little video clip here where I show some of the tester versions of the Zigzag Zen blanket, so you can see different color combinations. They were so scrumptious and beautiful, and I thought it was very fun to see the pattern come to life in different shades. A lot of my testers used a solid or like a main color and then a stripe color, but there are a lot of versions with scrappy. There's one with different color scheme for each section, so like 4 stripes in the same color family, and that's also very beautiful. So it's beautiful how different it looks with these different types of color combinations. So yeah, this was a fun test knit, and I really want to thank my testers once again. It was amazing to have you with me, and without my testers there wouldn't be new patterns. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. It is really meaningful to have you work on my patterns, so thank you. All right, on to the knitting. I have worked on a secret project for pretty monogamously for the last 2 weeks, so I can't show you that. But I do have the kit sweater that I had started last time we spoke, and I have worked the body. I'm working on I actually worked the back, and I have started working the front already. So here it is. So it looks a bit narrow because I haven't fully blocked. I did give it a little steam block to open it up. And the whole back is worked with this little ribbed, sort of a broken rib detail, and yeah, it's worked bottom up, Thanks for the comments about bottom-up garments. A lot of you didn't find that to be too problematic, and especially for the kids garments, they tend to come to life pretty fast. So I don't find this problematic either. And if I am doing the adult version, I will do that also bottom up, because I have this split hem detail that I want to do, and also I want this pattern to be this way, so that it looks like it's the right way around. So that's what it's going to be. And I have already named the pattern. This style of garment, it reminds me of like a fisherman's sweater. And the place where I live, this is I live on the west coast. This is a coastal town, and fishing has been like a big deal here. So there are these little fishermen villages around my area, and there is this place called Bryggan, which is a little fisherman's village here where I live. And because this is going to be the kids version, and I live on the Swedish speaking area of Finland, or we have like a 30% population is Swedish speaking here, and Bryggan is a Swedish name, so I will call this little sweater Lilla Bryggan, and that's going to be the name for this one. And the adult version, then it's going to be Bryggan sweater probably. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. I haven't worked on this in the last 1.5 weeks, because I've been working intensely on another design, so I need to get that into a like mindless state, so that I can then free some brain space to make this happen. I'm working on the shaping for the front, so I stopped because I really need to be focused when I do that, and take good notes, because I don't want to do that a million times. So this one, it's next in line as soon as I finish my other design. All right, I have a cup of coffee in a thermos, because I was working on the computer for the last edits of Zigzag Zen. Today's actually Wednesday, and this video will release on Saturday, because Saturday is the release date, and today I have my day off, so I don't have time before Saturday to film if I don't do it today. So I lost my train of thought. I have a thermos because when I'm working on a computer, I completely forget to drink my coffee, and it's always getting cold, so this is a perfect solution for that. I actually already made the coffee 1.5 hours ago, but it's still nice and toasty. So I forgot to mention what I'm wearing. This is the, wow, I forgot the name. This is a design by Camilla Hoyer Adamson, and this sweater is called, I forgot. I'll put it here. I made this, it was my New Year's cast on, or my Christmas cast on. I don't remember which one, but this was a relatively fast project. I had this beautiful hand-dyed yarn from Wool Me Once Fibers, who is a local dyer to me. She's my, or she lives in the same city than I do, and this beautiful colorway is called Longtan till Haru, and it is such a gorgeous colorway, and I held it together with off-white silk mohair. If I have one complaint, it's the short row shaping. If I would do it again, and I actually have thought of doing this one in black as well, for work, I would do more short rows because I often have the same problem with all my raglan sweaters. I need a lot of short rows that I don't have the neckline right up my neck, so I feel like I'm constantly tucking it down. So the mohair that I used was the Langlace one, beautifully soft. I didn't have a problem. I usually don't find mohair to be comfortable to knit with, and this was my first positive experience with mohair, so I will definitely see myself working with this Langlace mohair again. It's actually a mohair that comes in a little bit bigger, or it has a little bit higher yardage. It is the same 25 grams, but it gives you more meters, more yards. So that was good. I have started a few projects and I have been working on the socks that I showed you last, but because I haven't finished the socks that I showed you last time, I won't be showing them again. But I will show one other sock project that I have been working on. These are DK weight, just your typical vanilla sock. I have used 3.5mm needles, and I remember that I did the cuff with a larger stitch count. Maybe it was 52 stitches and then 48 for the leg. I am relatively tight knitter. I can make DK socks with 4mm needles as well, and this one I wanted to be nice and dense and durable. I'll put it on the blocker. These are my favorite sock blockers. It's a Finnish company that makes these blockers with recycled plastic. I think that's fabulous. And here it is. Just your 2x2 cuff, 30 round leg, garter, heel flap, gusset, and then I did the round toe. This green one is more rustic. It's I don't remember the label, I don't have it, but it's a German, your typical sock yarn, 75% wool and 25% polyamide, and it's this olive green. And then I have a hand-dyed skein. I got this for Christmas. It's a beautiful variegated greens, and this is merino. So there are two different textures, but I don't really mind. And I think the wool is more durable. It's a sturdy sock yarn. So I have placed it in the heels and toes and cuffs. I didn't think that I would have enough to make a whole pair. Maybe I would have, but this is what I've been doing lately. So the other leg is also done, and I should start the heel flap next. But this is something that I've been working on in the evenings when I come home from work and kids go to bed, and I just want to knit a few rows of something, and this doesn't really require any brain space. So that's a project that I've been working on. I have worked a couple of rounds or rows of my tankard tee as well. Now it's falling on the ground. Don't remember where I was last time. I think I had just started, but this is the beginnings of my tankard tee. I am using the BZ Garn Soft Silk for this one. This is the back panel, and it's a t-shirt pattern that I did publish last May, and I haven't worked a ton on it, so the yarn is thinner than recommended, but I'm mocking the gauge. It's going to be a bit more airy gauge, but I don't mind. And I think my row gauge is way tighter, so I'll just have to do more rows, and that's fine. That's fine, completely fine. I'm using this beautiful ochre colored silk, and it's very nice. It's very nice to work with. It doesn't feel so ropey, or it's silk. It doesn't have like a stretch at all, but it's quite nice and soft. It's a bit lumpy and bumpy, and with this looser gauge, at least, I really enjoy working this up. So that's going to be something that I work on when I have the time. We had like a really heavy snowfall on Monday, so it's not like I need a t-shirt right now, so I have time. It's so funny that everyone is like, the spring is so beautiful, it's so nice and warm, and everything is green, and yeah, I look out and everything is wet and gray, and there's not even a hint of green anywhere. So the spring in Finland, it's muddy and it's gray and it's wet, and we talk in a month, maybe we'll have some kind of greenery at that time. My kids are eager for the snow to melt. We had a solid 5 months of snow, and they are looking forward having the backyard, or we live in an apartment building, but we have a nice green area here, and they can play football, and we have a trampoline, so they can use that as well. But it's still going to be for a little bit more before that's happening. I do have one more work in progress to show you. I know this one was a little bit faster episode. It's because I don't have so much to show, unfortunately, or I have something that I can't show. And but I did have this burst of energy last weekend. I was just doodling on my planner, and this happened. But then I posted a little picture on my stories on Instagram, and someone told me to check out Stephen West's latest design, and I totally hadn't seen that, and now all I can see that it resembles of that. So I don't know if I'm going to move forward or not. But I have started a little shawl. It's all wonky now. I started it 3 times because I wanted the I-cord edge. Wait. I wanted the I-cord. I wanted the I-cord edge to be loose enough so that you can stretch it straight. So actually, when I place this, maybe I'll take a picture of it. It's really hard to show, but it's this very shallow triangle, and I had to do 3 takes. Do I have the little mini swatches that I did? I didn't swatch, I just straight cast on, and it's almost unraveled. This was the first one. I did a couple of stripes, and the I-cord was way too tight. And then I started the second one. I was really trying to keep the I-cord stretchy, but it's still, as you can see, it curls down. And I just took out, because I had cut already the yarn, I didn't bother to wind or to unravel those little bits. But in the third one, I managed to have enough stretch for the I-cord so that it will lay flat nicely. But we'll see. I might do this anyway at some point, but I don't know if I will just keep it for myself, because it didn't, or Stephen Vest has released something that is a little bit similar. It's not going to be a similar shape, and we'll see. No pressure. I'm just gonna enjoy my garter. I wasn't done with my garter stripes yet, so I needed another project with garter stripes. These two colors are from Kettu Yarns, and this was called Riverbed. It's this beautiful neutral with some little speckles, and then I can't remember the name of the blue one. Do I have it here? No, this is the Riverbed one. I'm just a mess what comes to my, you know. I started, I worked on it. I don't care where the labels are. My creativity was just flowing, so I needed to cast on, and I did. So that's how I work, and some projects are just meant to be fun to work on and fun for me. So especially now that I have had this project that is taking up a lot of my time and a lot of my brain space. So there you go. I think that's enough for today. I think I don't have anything else. Please leave me comments if you are so inclined. If I really enjoy reading all the comments. It's really fun to connect with you guys. And this was a short one today, but I will come back in 2 weeks time, and I won't have a new pattern release then, so that's something. Maybe I will have something more to show. We are going to spend a weekend in Helsinki next week, and that's fun. Just me and my husband. We are taking a little bit time to spend, just the two of us. And my husband is a very enthusiastic when it comes to coffee. So there's this coffee festival he's going to. I'm not going to do that. So he's gonna go with a friend. But the rest of the weekend we are going to spend together and just enjoy some good food and maybe do some shopping and all that jazz. So next weekend is a fun one. I will have a lot of knitting time. It takes about 4.5 hours on the train to Helsinki. So I will be working on probably my t-shirt, and yeah, who knows what else, but you will see that next time. Thank you so much for watching until the end. It was a pleasure to have you here, and I will see you next time.